Elon Musk is an ultimate troll, I'm telling you, man. He put a Dogecoin logo instead of a Twitter home button. People went nuts. Everybody started pumping Dogecoin. It went up, I don't know how much. But it's nice. I mean, at least some people made money. Yeah. What? When did that happen? Wait, I gotta log in. Gotta log in into my app. Where's my app? What are you doing, man? Relax. It's just Dogecoin pumps from time to time. It's a meme coin, right? Elon tweets something good, it goes up. Bro, you don't understand. I had like $25 that I put in Dogecoin like months ago. Now it went up probably a lot. $25? Really? Okay. How much you have now? I have $42. Yes! Man, the way this goes, I'm gonna buy a Bentley soon. Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Dan, and in today's video, as always, technical and macro analysis for stock market, crypto. We're gonna go over some news, what's going on in the world, and what do we expect. Without further ado, let's hit the screens right away and waste no time and start with technical analysis for Nasdaq 100. So, technical analysis for Nasdaq 100. Let me just zoom out on the weekly chart. And make sure to follow my videos, because the previous one I told you that we look too much extended and that we're gonna need a pullback to the downside, minimum to 13k. Did I say so? Yes, I did. Did we do that? Yes, we did. So exactly the move that I was calling out happened, and now let's see what we're gonna do from now. Let me zoom in a little bit more on a daily chart. So as I've told you, we looked quite extended right over here. Then we had this pullback to 13k, and now we bounced back off of this area. There was actually a supply zone. Now we turned into a demand, or it was a resistance zone. Now it turned into a support. This is how technical analysis works. Don't ask me why. So we came down, tested it, grabbed the liquidity over there, and now we're going back and climbing up. Now, I believe that we're going to continue the bullish momentum, and I'm going to tell you later on why. Because we have some very important news, and if they're good, which we're going to talk about later on in the economic calendar section, if the news and the reports are actually good, we can finally hit our target of 13,600. So, indicators are not telling us much. We do still have this bearish divergence over here that kind of, let's say, played out here, and I told you that I'm gonna be taking a short position on the first sign of weakness, which I did over here, and I did make some profits, and I rode it all the way down to 13k. Now at the moment I wouldn't be looking at this bearish divergence anymore. I will be looking purely on the price action, and sometimes the price action is more important than the divergences. Now let me just quickly show you all the EMAs where we're standing at. So we're above all three EMAs. We're in a bullish trend, in a bullish momentum. Everything looks very nice. Let me zoom in even further on a 4-hour chart to see if anything is going on there. On the 4-hour chart, we had this huge, beautiful pump, as we can see, and we ended up week very strong, and with this green candle over here with this big wick. And we have kind of a support over here in the area of 13,150. The indicators as well on the 4-hour chart, I don't see anything special, nothing too crazy. What I would expect for Nasdaq 100 to happen is maybe wait, go up or down, whatever range a little bit until the news come out on Wednesday. And if the CPI report is good on Wednesday, which I'm gonna talk about later, boom. 13,600 is most probably expected this week, and we finish April or end April with a strong momentum, which is going to be the preferable outcome for us. And then of course, as I told you in the last video, sell in May and go away. Probably people are going to start taking some profits before May, and we might see a shift in the momentum, but until now April looks really good. We're keeping up with the momentum. 13,600 is the thing that I want to see, and I'll be long oriented this week. For the day traders out there, as I told you, 13,100 is the current level that I would place my stops, and good luck to you then. Now let's move on to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin situation doesn't look that great. The indicators are kind of showing these bearish signs. They're pointing to the downside. However, the price is ranging for a while. So we see that from the 18th of March, we've just been ranging over here, and we are not able to break to the upside or to the downside. So basically we are accumulating at the moment on Bitcoin. And what does that mean? That means that I do expect a big move either to the upside or to the downside very soon. which could be triggered this week by the CPI report, as I already told you, and which will can be carried as well with the stock market momentum. So if the stock market momentum is very strong, I do expect finally that 32k is going to be our target. If the stock market momentum keeps up and if we manage to hold strong. If some bad news, okay, happen and we break down to the downside, I don't think we're going to be stopped here at the 26,500. I believe we're going all the way down to 25,300. So in case of bad news, 25,300, I don't think this is going to be a stop for us. And in case of good news, which we want to see, is finally 32k. Now, why we could see 32k over here? Well, I'm going to cover it again later on in a new section, but we have a Shanghai upgrade for Ethereum, which is the second biggest coin on the market, right? And Ethereum as well was breaking out, creating some new highs, and it has a really strong momentum. And everybody expects that we're going to go bearish after the Shanghai upgrade because people will start to take profits. I'm gonna tell you that this might not be the case, and I'll explain later. So anyways, for Bitcoin at the moment, it's ranging. To be honest, you can trade the range if you want to. I wouldn't take any positions at the moment. I would wait for clear breakout, either to the upside or some momentum shift, or to the downside. Because at the moment there's just no point in guessing. You can maybe try to intraday trade it. Let me see if there's anything happening. Nothing. Basically the indicators as well on a daily chart, they don't tell us absolutely nothing. I don't see any signs of bullish or bearish divergences. Let me see on the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart as well, guys, this is just a pure range. Like, you can take a long position, let's say from the 27,800 with a stop loss of 27,675 and ride it all the way to this resistance, which is 28,145. But this is just like a intraday trades that you could take, that I might take as well, but nothing too strong to see here, nothing too great to see here. It's just ranging. So to wrap it up, Bitcoin, I would like to see a break to the upside, finally break, reclaim this 29,000 and go all the way to 32k. In case of bad news, again, we're gonna break down all the way to 25,300. This line over here, 26,500, will not save us. And just follow the momentum, guys. Follow the big money, follow the momentum, follow the sentiment. Market sentiment is very important. It's even more important than all these indicators. The indicators can be wrong. The market sentiment is always right, because you see what the big boys are doing. On-chain data, follow that as well, and you will make money 100%. Now let's move on to some news, and of course we're gonna start with economic calendar for next week. Monday is not even mentioned here because Monday there's nothing big going on. Tuesday we have FOMC member Williams speak, some reports which aren't really that important, but the date that we want to put in our notebooks and to be reminded of is Wednesday, 12th of April. First of all, 12th of April will be a date where we have the CPI report. This is related to the stock market, but also we have the Shanghai Ethereum upgrade. So these two dates actually align perfectly. It's going to create a big momentum for crypto and for stock market in one direction, right? So if everything collides really well and the case is bullish, we're gonna explode to the upside. Ethereum finally to 2030, Bitcoin finally to 32k. Stock market, as I told you, Nasdaq will definitely pump to 13,600. If it's a bullish momentum. If it's bearish, then we break down to the downside and we're gonna see how we're gonna go from there. But I really do expect that we're gonna continue this bullish momentum until the end of April, and my gut is telling me that we should be bullish at the moment. CPI report. CPI month to month, year on year, pay attention to all this stuff. FOMC meeting minutes as well, which is going to be volatile, and it's going to give us further insight on what did the Fed speak behind the closed doors before the making a decision on the interest rates. Listen to this, so the whole day is going to be very volatile all the way until market close. Thursday we have PPI report and jobless claims. So these two reports are also again very important. PPI is the producer price index. Jobless claims, as always, we want to see them higher than expected. And on Friday we have core retail sales and retail sales to finish the week off, and that will be it. But on Wednesday, already, as I already told you, this is going to be the most important day. Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to know what the momentum is like and what the sentiment is like. So if the momentum and sentiment are bullish or they're bearish. So that would be the same for crypto and for the stock market. You will be able to trade them with the momentum. So everything will be kind of revealed after Wednesday. Now let's move on to some news. US inflation data to test markets bets on future Fed's easing. A closely watched US inflation report next week could help settle one of Wall Street's most pressing questions: whether the market has correctly pegged the near-term trajectory for interest rates. So basically, what the people are now expecting is to see what's happening with inflation now. Okay, if the inflation is cooling down further, what will Fed do? Will they still stick to the 25 basis points increase on the next meeting? Because basically there's around 70% of chance already priced in, the market priced in 70% of chance that there will be 25% BPS or 0.25% increase on the next Fed meeting. If by any chance they don't increase any and they stop the rate hikes or they pause it or whatever, it will be nuts. The market will continue going to the upside 100%. If they however do the 25 BPS, then the market will look for clues on when they're going to stop and when they're going to reverse the process or pivot and start rate cuts. So that's why this Wednesday CPI report is going to be very important and pay close attention to it. Let's move on to some crypto news. Now for crypto, Ethereum price turns bullish ahead of next week's Shanghai and Capella upgrades. ETH price found new bullish momentum as traders gear up for next week's major network upgrades. So I want to talk a little bit about this more than on the previous topics, because this is very important. Everybody thinks that now with the Shanghai upgrade, what is actually Shanghai upgrade? It allows the validators to unstake their coins. So whoever staked Ethereum, and probably a lot of you crypto guys did stake some Ethereum back in the days if you had the chance. And now with the unlocking of the staking mechanism, that everybody's gonna start selling their coins because they were waiting since 2021 to be able to unstake them. And everybody thinks, yes, we're gonna see a huge dump in Ethereum, the price is going to crash. I think the opposite. I'm actually a bull. You see these three bulls? This one is me. This one right over here, this is me. I'm one of those. So what I think is going to happen, first of all, the guys who staked their Ethereum, they had access to this Ethereum through some liquid assets provided to them by the exchanges. Let's say on Binance it was a BF or whatever it was called. So whoever wanted to sell already, they had the chance to start selling. That's the case number one. So whoever needed the money or something, they changed their minds, they could already start selling. Like Lido has some other coin, tokenized version of it. Like every single staked exchange has their own token that we're giving out in exchange that you could actually use and reclaim. But another thing that I want to point is they will not unlock all the coins at once. This process will last. It will happen gradually. So people will have like a year of unlocking of the tokens to sell. So, and I don't think, and now the third point is, I don't think that people want to sell it, because a lot of people who bought it at that time are actually at a loss. So why would they sell it? And a lot of people who are believing in the network are the ones who actually staked it. So they're not just regular people who are like, yeah, I'm just gonna stake and hope for billion% reward. No, those are people who actually do believe in Ethereum for a long run, and they will not sell everything at once. Yes, we might see some selling pressure, right? Of course, that's normal. You see it every day. Even yesterday, the price rise from 1,940 to whatever, 1,840, so $100. So you do see this selling pressure. Those are hundreds of millions of dollars being sold in a day, right? So don't think this is something naive. Yes, people will continue selling, but I believe this event is going to be a bullish catalyst and that we're going to explode to the upside. Will it bring Bitcoin together with the Ethereum? I'm not sure. Let's hope, because Bitcoin likes to be the main thing. Bitcoin wants to pump first before everything else. But this event right over here could push ETH in the market sentiment above Bitcoin, and probably a lot of people will start longing it, and then we see this momentum to 2030, and probably we see BTC going to 32K. Now again, those are all my predictions, but now let's see the bad side. MTGOX repayment registrations closed. Here's what's next. The deadline for repayment registration for those affected by MTGOX hack has closed, with the trustee releasing a statement on the next step in the process. For those of you who don't know, it says here the initial demise of the exchange happened in 2014 when it was forced to shut down after a hack, amounting to the loss of 850,000 Bitcoin. Despite FTX catastrophe in November 2022, Mt. Gox's demise remains the greatest crypto robbery in history. So basically this exchange, as I just told you, got wrecked or destroyed in 2014, and people were waiting until now to get their repayments, and slowly they said they will start repaying them. And this is a bad event for Bitcoin, because when they get their money back after so many years, these people will want to sell, most of them, or I don't know, a lot of them will want to sell this Bitcoin right away, because this was their whole life savings or whatever, or at least partially. So this will create a selling pressure on Bitcoin. How much, I don't know. But then on the other side, or the flip side, some people will not want to sell it. Some people will just want to keep their Bitcoin. They will be just happy that they got it back, okay? And this is a good thing. Even if everybody sells, and absolutely every single one of them sells their Bitcoin, I don't think this will be a catastrophic or black swan event that's going to trigger Bitcoin liquidations back to 12,000 or something like that. And now another important thing, it says here, it said that the base repayment, intermediate repayment, and only lump sum repayments will be carried out until October 2023. However, this final deadline might be extended with the permission of the Tokyo. So basically, they will be repaying people until the October. So no need to worry now for April, at least. We're doing this weekly analysis, right? No need to worry, no need to be worried that Bitcoin will go to 0 or 12K or something. I don't think that's the case. I really do think that we are having a strong bull case happening in front of our eyes, and I really do believe that we're going to keep up with the bullish momentum, and I think that we're going to see very soon 32K window for Bitcoin and 2,330 for Ethereum, as well as 13,600 for Nasdaq. If that's the case, very good. But honestly, I think we have a very short bullish window. So all these news, together with a good CPI report, should push us higher, reach these targets, because after that, I really do think that we're going to have a couple of bearish months. May, June, July usually are not that great of months. And another thing that can actually push us higher is we have earnings reports upcoming in April. So earning reports, if they're just decent, if they're just not too bad, they're going to give us a wind in the back, and probably we're going to go and finish the April higher. With that being said, I hope you make some money. Stay tuned for the next video, which is going to come out next week as always, and until then, have a good one. Peace.